Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, March 17th, 2020, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day. We had a good day today. There were times that I was a little bit worried, but we had a good day. We came in with a pile of inverse positions. I just call them short positions, but you understand the difference. We're actually long inverse stocks, but I they're like short positions. Anyway, so we come in there and we ended up getting out of all those short positions with positive $38,000 and some change. So, how did we do that on a day that the Dow officially gained over 1,000 points? Well, we're looking at the chart here and you can see how we did it. Um, we got into those positions yesterday with the. Now I think I'm looking because I just want to make sure I got this right. Yeah, the Dow fell 3,000 points yesterday. That put us in a lot of these inverse short positions. And so what happened this morning, the Dow was weak right at the beginning of the day, the first hour. And you see the low point right down there. Well, that's when we were getting out of those inverse positions. And that is how we got out of this with $38,000. It did not open that way for us. It didn't look good at all on the open. But by the time we got out down here, we got out with positive 38,000. Then this darn thing rallies and it really up here, we're decidedly above 1,000 points positive. And we had bought quite a few things coming on up. So when we got up here, now we have new positions, and those new positions were up about $25,000. And then this thing goes down like this. This is about an hour's time. And between the high here, where we're at 25,000, to down here, we're negative 32,000. Yeah. Then it goes up, then it goes down, and then it goes up on the close. And we end up closing with positive 13,000 in open trade. We have 22 positions, 11 positive, 11 negative, and given this volatility, $13,000. Well, I'm glad to have it positive, but boy, could that change in a flick of the hand. And what's dangerous about this is with 22 positions, if this thing goes south tomorrow with any conviction, and lately all these moves are very volatile and with conviction, we could be in big trouble. At the same time, the doggone thing could open 1,000 points higher tomorrow too, and we would make a ton of money again. We've been making money almost every day, and we made a lot of money today, and we could make a lot of money tomorrow. But I tell you, I would, if you ask me what it's going to do tomorrow, I'd say I would have to flip a coin. I don't have any idea what this thing's going to do tomorrow, and I don't think anybody else does. I have not seen today. I was watching these equity swings, and they're just unbelievable. I mean, I'd see our equity changing 20, $30,000 like in 20, 30 minutes time. I mean, that's pretty wild, and it's just the nature of this extremely volatile stock market right now. Pretty unbelievable. Anyway, I will show you a few of our trades. I didn't want to show you this one first. I was going to show that one to you later. Okay, this is the trade we got out of our best trade that we got out of. I just want to show it to you. I show you this a lot. This is TVIX, which is an inverse stock. Is a short position on the overall market. And we had bought this yesterday on this big gap. It had kept going. It closed pretty nicely yesterday, and it actually just nudged up a little more this morning. We're getting pretty close to the top of the move there, so that's really a good exit point. And we take almost $20,000 out of TVIX. And that was our biggest trade for exits. Very good. Very, very good. Then, got another one interesting here. This is JNUG, which is our gold mining bull. So it's going to go up if gold goes up. And this may not look like we have a lot of profits here, but this thing is wild. And what bothers me, you look at yesterday's, all this movement yesterday, we weren't in it. We weren't in it because it started negative and then it went positive, and it's just all over the place. But anyway, it did move up here today. That's really high where we bought it. It went against us. It was against us like, I think almost $15,000 down here or something. Maybe 10,000. Yeah, I think it was 10 or 11,000 down here. But it turns around and then had a real strong move there on the last 15-minute bar. So we have positive $5,500 in open trade in JNUG. So it looks real good, but boy, these things can change overnight like you wouldn't believe. So knock on wood. And then finally, this was our biggest trade, open trade today. And I don't think I've ever shown you this one before. This is ABEO, which is Abeona Therapeutics Incorporated. And around the end of the second hour, beginning of the third hour there, had this big spike. It looks news driven. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what was going on, but when that thing starts moving, we grabbed it. And big initial spike there, pulled back. Another big spike close to the close, and then pulled back a little bit on the close. But even with that pullback, we are up over $12,000 on that. It seems like a lot of money, but this is actually a penny stock. We bought this thing at $1.60, and it went as high as $2.20, and we bought 30,000 shares. So you got 30,000 shares of this thing because it's so cheap, and it moves 50, 60 cents. You can get quite a bit of money there. Anyway, we're holding $12,200 open trade in Abeona Therapeutics Incorporated. So I got call it a good day, folks. 38,000 out, and we're holding 13,000 overnight, but just knock on wood about that open tomorrow. It could be a killer or it could be a bonanza, and I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, I'm signing off. I will be here tomorrow, you bet, and see what happens. See you then.